Hello, everybody. I'm Allison,
And I'm Christina.
and we are Cafecito and
And
Tecito. And today we are stuck to my blanket. No, I'm playing. Today, we're going to record on Podbean too, guys. So we're just going to start it off as a regular combo. Catching
Yes.
up. A lot of people y'all don't know, but me and Christina have not.
Talked at all
Yes.
on purpose.
Yes, that and what's it called? We haven't recorded in a while too.
Yeah.
So you get to see our beautiful uglies.
Again.
Again, yes. So we haven't talked because the last convo that we had together was, what'd you tell me? You literally told me we're not going to talk after this.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk until we're filming for the podcast. Just because I feel like we talk and then we forget, and then whenever we film, we don't know what to.
Yes, we know what to, but it doesn't feel as raw
Yeah.
as when like it's like on and popping at the moment. So let's catch up. I haven't done your nails.
You haven't. I started chewing on them. I'm just very ansiosa.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm depressed because I'm not depressed, but I feel very.
Are you depressed denial? But that's another
Oh
conversation.
my God, probably yeah. I feel like I'm about to hit it. I feel it. I just don't know when it's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's coming because I want to be alone. Like I'm okay being alone. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be locked in my room.
So when she meant it, she really meant it, but like beyond the meant it. Don't talk. Yes.
But the last thing was Nat's. The last time we saw each other was Nat's birthday party.
Yes, was a success.
Yes,
It
thank
was
you guys
very
for
good.
coming.
Yes. Oh yeah, because we did tell him on Podbean that we're all having a party. I had my husband's. You were planning that's next, and there's still more parties to come.
There's a lot more parties to
And
come.
thank you for tuning in because we're always like, hey guys, we're gonna postpone. Hey guys, we're gonna postpone. But it's almost the end of the year, so it's like so much going.
There's a lot going on. I feel like I have something every weekend now, and it's stressful.
Yes.
I feel like I can't just.
This Saturday, I have literally my cousin Sheila's doing a pop up in Denton. She asked me to go to, but I'm like, no, I have and then I have a quinceañera to go to. My niece is doing her gender reveal,
Aww.
and then we have the party you're doing. 4 things in one day, but only 2 things is getting picked. The quinceañera and yours, and that's it. I'm sorry for everybody else.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff coming up.
Yes.
It's very overwhelming.
Yes, but the year's almost over, and we've done so good. So next year's gonna be even better. We're gonna be great.
Yes.
Greater.
Greater than great.
Yes, we are. At least we're all doing good so far. Yes, yes. And then what's to call it? So you want to just go into it?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so today's episode is basically speaking about grief. So as y'all, well, a lot of y'all don't know. Well, most of y'all know. Like my brother passed. It was his 4-year anniversary.
Mhm.
And then you had somebody that recently passed.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't film. So we were supposed to film, I think, that Friday.
Yes, and you had to leave emergency.
I left Friday at 3. I left Thursday night, Friday morning at 3 in the morning. We got there at 10 in the morning, and I was telling Alice. I did get to talk to Allison right now for a little bit, but I was telling her that Mexico's funeral services are very different from here.
Yes. Who passed? Didn't say.
My grandma. My grandma on my mom's side. Yeah. It was different.
Yeah. No, like you were saying inside too about the way they do it in Guatemala. I mean, in Mexico and Guatemala is different. They don't make you, but our custom is you get the body and you're allowed to go in there and change the body and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, you don't pay nobody, you do it yourself. So you get the body, you take it to the house, and they like live with you for like, because they do like the 24 or 48 hours of the whatever, and then they take them and then you carry them half of the way. Well, they're in the what is it? The car that takes them halfway,
Mm-hmm.
and then they stop, and then they take them out, and then the close immediate family carries them from the entrance of from this cemetery all the way inside, and it's just a thing. And then they do like the 7th day of the Rosario, or 10 days, or whatever it is. It's like a never-ending thing. And then after a year passes, they do another ceremony. Like for like my brother, my mom does it every year. She does a misa in Guatemala for him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And how was yours, you were saying?
It's horrible. I feel like I don't know. I didn't like it. It felt rushed. It felt busy. Um, it didn't hit us until this weekend because we were finally able to just be at, well, we were at my mom's and we were just there at my mom's and like we were kind of reflecting on how that day went because basically it's 1 week since it happened. And we were all just talking about it. But so we got there Friday at 10 in the morning. We crossed over. My brother was like, we should eat because we don't know what's to come.
Yeah.
So we stopped downtown and we ate. And when we got to my grandparents' house, I guess because we're coming from the US, they just expected a lot from us. But it's like we go in and everybody's just looking, and I'm assuming like they're like, who are they? Because it's a lot of family that we don't know from other parts of Mexico.
Yeah, because everybody comes together when somebody passes.
Yeah. So I didn't, when we got to my grandma was in her living room, how you said there in the house.
She was already in a casket?
Yeah, she was already in a casket and everything. So like we walked in and literally like you walk in and it's like the living room. So it's like we walked in and I chose not to see her. My brother saw her. My dad saw her. My dad saw her. My dad started crying. And then I remember I walked out. But I didn't know that you're basically hosting. So we have to provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes. For all the days that you're there.
For all the days that we're there.
That's how it is in Guatemala too.
So that's different.
Yeah, for all the Rosario things that they do, we host. You feed everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, it sounds very ugly, but free food, everybody.
Everybody was there.
Everybody's there.
So yeah, so we get there and like we see like it's like her casket and you know like her pictures and the big crowns, the flowers, and when you come in, there's a table and it had conchas like the pan.
Oh my god! Yeah.
There was only one left, and I'm just like, why is there food out? Because we don't do that here.
Well, that's what they do. You don't do the well. Oh, is that why you did your Dia de los Muertos? Are you reading into it? They don't have a dog Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, so I've done it a couple of years back, but this is the first year that it just so happened so quickly that I just feel like I have to put it up. But I've done it before. When I moved into this house, I haven't had it. So this will be my first one here at my house.
Oh, okay. I only did it one time.
Yeah.
And you cooked their favorite meal that day. I did it for my brother one year.
Yeah.
It was very sad. I remembered, but
yeah.
Yes.
But we didn't know that we had to host. So we got there and we literally had to leave to go buy food. So we had to buy drinks and food, and we took turns, you know, like each sibling took like whatever, and then we had to go buy flowers because we literally got there and we went straight there. So we had to go buy flowers. And
Does some of your family expect for y'all to splurge just because your mom comes from here? Because that's her mom, right?
Yes, I think so.
Like they're not gonna say it, but they are like expecting a little more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not. Because that's how that's how I feel when I go to Guatemala.
Yeah. I feel like that's how it was, but a nosotros no nos dolió. Like, you know, like it was coming from the heart.
Yeah.
We all did it because we wanted to. It didn't feel like an obligation or anything like that. But so that was Friday. So we're out buying food. We're out buying the drinks. We go back. We take the drinks or whatever, and they're putting them in the coolers.
Oh my god! And then you're literally buying already made food, so like catering every day, basically.
Yes. So that happened Friday. We were there. It's already like 4. Me, my brothers, my dad start drinking. We only had 2 drinks because it's the first day, you know. Everything was calm. We go to my aunt's. We go to sleep. We leave. So my grandparents were basically their house was used for other family members to stay there. So we went to my aunt's. The next morning, you know, like we wake up Saturday morning, she's getting buried at 10 a.m. So it's like everything just happens so quickly, and I feel like you don't get the chance to just sit there and like think.
Did your mom talk to her mom a lot?
So I don't want to talk about my mom's story, but I'm gonna make it really brief. So my mom's mom, my grandma, passed away when I was 12. My grandpa left my grandma and got with this grandma.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
But this grandma raised my mom.
Oh, okay.
Because my we call her my OG grandma. My OG grandma wasn't there for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So my OG grandma basically like not abandoned her, but kind of abandoned her. So my mom lived with my grandpa.
Yeah, so it's close to her stepmom.
Yes, so this is the mom that raised her.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like it hit my mom harder knowing that she was the mom that she was supposed to have.
Yeah.
Because my OG grandma wasn't the mom that she wanted. But yeah, I feel like it hit all of us pretty hard. But we weren't able to mourn, and like it's really sad because somebody that was there, they were basically like, oh, you have to be strong, you can't cry. But you could tell he wanted to cry so bad. But it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's a cultural thing where they don't let you grieve a gusto, or they don't let you.
I wasn't able to grieve. I still feel like I haven't grieved my brother. It was like really fast when my brother passed.
Yes.
Very fast. It was just like I knew we didn't have the best relationship. And would you sit here and think, I'll get into that in a minute, but we didn't have the best relationship. We didn't talk a lot, but like before he passed, like him and my dad hadn't talked. I think I told you they hadn't talked like in over 9-10 years. And then my brother ended up calling my dad on October 4th to tell my dad like happy birthday. And my dad's like, oh, okay. And then what's it called? That was October 4th. And then on the 6th, my brother passed. But I thought it was because he had gotten into an argument with his girlfriend and she went to go shut up the house. So my mom called me at work. I thought they had murdered him. Mm-hmm. Everybody always thought my brother was going to get murdered because he was always into everything that he shouldn't be. But no, he died of complications to COVID. And then it was like, they called my mom and they were like, hey, you need to decide what you want to do. Mind you, we're FaceTiming my brother, but he's in an ambulance car just laid on the gurney that they have there outside of the hospital, because if they let him go inside the hospital, they weren't going to release the body to my mom. They were just going to throw him anywhere because he was recovering from COVID. So they still thought he had COVID. And then my mom, she'd be doing magic tricks. So they ended up taking my brother back to my mom's house and putting him in a makeshift, like whatever casket they found is what it looked like. And they put him in the house, and they're like, okay, what are you gonna do with his body? And then they just sent us video of him getting put in the casket, putting inside the house, and my mom had to make the decision to cremate or bury him. Either one. We weren't gonna make it in time because back then that's when you had to get that COVID QR code to get in. Thank God you know people. It's not what you know, it's who you know. We got one like that same day from a friend. We flew the next day. My mom ended up deciding to cremate him. We go, we have his service over there or whatever. And then I was the one that I didn't have to, but my mom asked me. So I brought him back with me by myself. So I make fun of everything. I think everything's a joke. I think everything's a joke when I'm more sad and I don't know how to cope with it. Because I really didn't cry over there. I cried very little bit, but I did cry when we were on the airplane. I was sitting next to this lady in the airplane, and she's just talking to me, and she was telling me, I came to visit my brother that I hadn't seen in a long time, or my son or something like that. She was telling me. And then I'm like, oh, that's good. And then she looks at me. She's like, so what made you come? And then I look down and I look at her. I was like, to pick up my brother. She's like, what do you mean? I go, that's my brother. And she's like, and she's like, what? And I was like, I don't think I had seen my brother, Christina, for I think it had been 7 or 8 years that I haven't seen my brother. And then I'm like, she's like, and she just looks at me. She's crying, then I start crying. Then we're like, we're just gonna stop crying. Like a total stranger. She just grabbed my hand, and she's like, it's gonna be okay. And I'm like, okay. And so the whole time I'm like taking pictures at the airport while mind you, my brother's not in my luggage. He's on top of my luggage. So I'm sending pictures to my cousins like, oh, look at me and my brother. We're flying together. We haven't flown together in years. But I was trying to make light of the situation until Junior picked me up at the airport and I sat in the back seat and I cried a little bit. I cried. And then I went to the house and I literally like placed them aggressively on the bar that we have. And Allison, that's her dad. And I was like, I literally looked at Allison and I was like, here's your dad. And she just starts crying. So we're both crying. And it's just, I think, till this day, I haven't like cried for him. I think that's why I always grab him and I want to drink with them. Because, me and Junior went to go eat the other day. I'm going to start crying. I'm going to try not to. So we went to go to that candlelight thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was really nice. I highly recommend it to everybody. But we went to that candlelight thing, and after that we had dinner. And then after the dinner, I had told Junior, "Oh, my mom's gonna finally bury my brother," because I had already told my mom, "You don't know how hard it is to live with somebody that you always have like, dang, maybe if I was a better sister, he would have been better, or maybe if this, or maybe if that, maybe if when he called me for those $100, I should have just gave it to him, or maybe." He called me twice. I should have answered. But since I was so mad at him, I never answered him. And so I have all those what ifs. So I was telling that to Junior, and Junior's like, I don't think he understood me. And I looked at him and I was like, I don't think you'll ever understand me when it comes to that. And so I was just like, I just feel like I could have probably been better. My brother was the person he was, and he was going to be what he was. But I just told my mom, I was like, I go, you don't know how it feels to live with him every day. And he's just there, and it's just like, oh my God, like, what are they gonna do? So finally, they're gonna bury him. My mom's gonna bury him December the 16th on his birthday. So I think that'll be good. I think I'll cry, but maybe I'll cry that day. I feel like he has to rest.
Yes.
I feel being at my house is a headache for him. Looking at all these problems that go on. Well, it's not even problems. All of our attitudes, or I don't know. I think that's hard.
I feel like having a place to mourn for him is gonna work out for you, because I feel like you have him there, and you probably feel like you have this responsibility because you have him, and I feel like you haven't been able to properly mourn, because I feel like we weren't allowed to properly mourn or like to grieve, and like it hits randomly like here and there. But I feel like with your situation, like now you'll have somewhere, even if you just go alone, like
to cry and talk. Because like, what am I gonna do at the house? We have cameras all inside the house.
Yeah. So I think it'll do you good.
Yes. And so what did you say? And also you were saying this past week, all of y'all were crying?
This past weekend we were in my mom's dining room table, and we just started talking about the situation, and I'm telling you, it's because they didn't let us.
So did your mom get a cry?
So my mom didn't get. I'm telling you, like the only one that shed tears was my dad whenever he saw her. I didn't want to look because the last memory that I have was the last time that I went to Mexico, and I had. It's so stupid, but I had the limited edition Crocs for the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and we have the same shoe size. And I remember she looked at my shoes because they don't know what Crocs are over there.
Yeah.
And she looked at my shoes and she's like, oh, they look really comfortable. She's like, es que a mí me duelen mucho mis pies. And I didn't hesitate. Like, I took them off and I'm just like, you can have them. And she's like, no, like, I wasn't telling you because of that. And I'm like, no, like, it's a pair of shoes.
Es que para ellos es diferente allá.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I was.
For you, it's like, I just go home by myself another one.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, like, abuelita, like, it's fine. Like, I don't need them. Like, I just took them just to be comfortable, because there's nothing but rocks over there. And Nat looked at me like, you're really gonna give her like your limited edition? And I'm just like, I don't care. Like, so that's the last vivid memory I have, and like her just saying like thank you and stuff. But I just feel like nothing and like my brothers were not prepared. My brothers were kind of pushed into carrying her.
Oh,
Yeah, so whenever they didn't even ask them, they were just like,
tú te vas a poner aquí, and
Yes.
that's it. Oh,
And my two oldest brothers had to put her down, like, so it's so sad. So they unburied, they undug my grandpa, they made the hole more down,
yeah,
then they
deeper.
put my grandpa, and then my brothers had to put my grandma on top of my grandpa. And then we make fun of it, but my grandma got stuck because they kept moving the box to make it fit in the hole. And then my brothers put her down, and then my oldest brother, um, I was like this, I was holding my hands together and I was watching my brothers. But again, it just happened so quickly, like you don't have time to like, I feel like we were all emotionless. And I remember my brother looked at me and we locked eyes and he just covered his face with both of his hands. And then that brother looked at the other brother, and I think we just had like a brief, like 30 seconds where we just let it out. And we kind of just looked at each other, we kind of hugged each other, and then like,
Get your
yes,
shit back together.
get
Come
your
on.
shit together, come on. I did learn that we don't know how to grieve. We don't know. We had dark humor the whole time we were there. I think that's how we were coping with it.
I totally agree, because that's how I am when it comes like I think I said the story last time. My mom's one of our good friends. She had a stillborn, and so we're literally at the hospital. Mom was about to open the door to her room, and I told my mom, "Wait." I started laughing by myself like a crazy person outside of her room. And I was like, hold on, Mom, don't open it. And I was just like, I had to hold my mouth, like, stop laughing. And then we walk in and I just see her and I start crying. But I was like, oh my God, just man, my mom opened that door and I'm over here laughing.
No,
How
yes.
terrible.
We were it sounds so bad, but we were the only ones laughing. We were cracking jokes, and it's like,
Todos tal vez les miraron como si estuvieran locos.
yes, but now I know that we just don't know how to handle it. Like, we don't know how, and we were coping with it by being together and laughing together. And it's really sad. And like right now, I like this past weekend, like I don't want to do nothing. Like I've been going to bed like at 9:30. I've just been with like my parents and my brothers, and I think that's all I want to do. Because I just think of that day, like we were just all together and laughing, but we knew we shouldn't be laughing, but that's how we were coping with it. And it's just sad. Like it's just sad that we didn't get, I feel like they should have given us like another day to just,
I guess, be alone.
yes, and like really just like
take it all in, not in the good way. You know what I mean? Just take it all.
My mom did mention that she spoke to her that morning while they were at the hospital, and that basically she liked to cuss a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, oh, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm ready to just, like do this and that. And within like those 2 hours, she passed. But everybody thought she was going to go home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And everything happened so quickly. So she died Thursday afternoon. We left Friday morning. And then Saturday, she was buried. And we were already like, Sunday was just like hosting for the rosary. Everything just happened so quickly.
Dang. Yeah, no. For my brother, I think that's the most freshest thing. So I always tell my cousin, Sheila, I don't know if you saw that I posted on the weekend, like this past weekend, Titi made us pupusas.
Mm-hmm.
She made us pupusas, and I was sitting there and I was looking at my three cousins. Susan, she's on another level. She's her own self. Sheila, me and her, we get along very good. And then esta Titi, we get along very good. I was like, we all get along very, very good. And I was just looking at them, and then I'm thinking, that's when I took a quick little video and I put, they will never know how much they mean to me. because I'm sitting, I was like, Sheila's there with Susan. And then I look and Titi's brother's there. But I never have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what like gets my mind going. And I was, even the day of we were going to that wedding that we went to, Alexa doesn't know. I was sitting there with Asia. Asia's doing her nails, but you know, Asia never pays attention to anything I say. And I'm sitting there doing my nails, and then I'm like, Asia, I'm sad. Oh, okay. And I'm telling her, yeah, I'm a little sad today. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and I text Sheila. I say it out loud, but I'm texting Sheila too. And I tell Sheila, I go, I'm sad today. She's like, it'll be okay. I was like, well, at least you got somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
And she's like, because well, sometimes when I'm drunk, I'll call Sheila and I'm like, oh, I just feel so lonely. And she's like, why? I was like, I don't have nobody, Sheila. I was like, you have Susan, you have Cindy. She goes, well, we're your sisters. I was like, but it's not the fucking same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same. And so and I guess that's what gets me more upset with living with me and Junior would always say, if my brother, because my brother lived in Guatemala, if he came to Dallas, he couldn't live with us because my brother had sticky hands. So I was all like, he couldn't come live with us. I would always say, and Junior would like, no, he can't live with us. Like me, I'm like, no, I don't want him to live with us. And then I'm like, look at him living here rent free every day. So it gets me in my feelings like around this time. But I don't talk to my mom about it, and I don't talk to my dad about it because my dad, he's a whole different entity, and then my mom is too. So I'm just like, I just keep it to myself. I just told him like, oh, you know what made me sad that day? It's because I was looking through my messages on my phone because I was weeding out. I was doing my nails, but I was waiting for it to dry. So I started weeding out my messages on Facebook. And that's when I posted that thing on Facebook. Keep me blocked. If you had me blocked, let's keep the energy going. Just keep on blocking me. Don't unblock me. And then I see your message on my messenger that shows what does it usually say? Unknown user.
Mm-hmm.
But now it says your name.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know you unblocked me.
Oh, I missed something.
Yes. We'll get to that later. So that's what, and then me and my brother would sometimes message each other on Facebook, but he would do voice recordings. So I had his voice. And so I clicked on it because after I was deleting a whole bunch, I came across his Facebook messages. And then I started clicking on them little by little. And he was just talking. We were having a conversation, both of us. And that's what made me sad. And that's what made me like say it out loud and text Sheila. And then I was like, oh shit, that Monday was his anniversary of his 4-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried not to talk about it with my mom because I'm like, nobody wants a child to die first. We're supposed to die before our kids. And unfortunately, things like that happen. So I don't ever talk about it with my mom. But yeah, that's what had me. But we can talk about the block thing later. But yes.
I feel you on the thing because even though I have my brothers, I feel like as a girl, there's only so much you can tell your brothers. And I feel like there's a limit to the stuff I can tell my brothers. And it's like I have a sister, but we don't talk. We just we don't even acknowledge each other. So I feel like that's why I have so much. I keep everything to myself, and then bam, like it just hits me like one day.
See, we're very opposite. I have to say how I'm feeling. So me, if I don't, the person I always text if I'm sad, I'll text Sheila.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad, and then we'll go back and forth. And she'll be like, it's okay, this. And she'll be like, have you been drinking? No, bitch, not today.
Yeah.
And then because I get more emotional when I'm drunk. And then I'll sit there and then me and her, I say out of all of us, me and Sheila are the closest. I guess because we're closer in age. I always tell us because we went through more trauma than all of them. And so like she's my go-to, like I'll text her. And you know what? I was literally taking a shit today. As always.
Love it.
And I was thinking about like my friend group. Even though me and you got close this past year.
Bitch, oh my God. I have something.
Okay, so we got close this past year, right? But I only have 2 friends, we're like genuine girlfriends, like that I would call and like, hey, what's going on? It's you and Vita. like I don't have nobody else. Like I have really good friends that are girls that I'm like, oh, like La Güera, she's real cool. Rosa's real cool. Like I know I can call them and they'll give me advice. But to sit there and give them like my some of my thoughts that I have,
Your
like
deep
how
thoughts, yeah.
you know, it would be you and Vita to give it to. I don't feel like I can tell anybody else anything. Like I don't have it in me to do it. Like and like I've always told Vita, and I told you last night, I don't want to have a best friend.
We're done with best friends.
We're done with best friends. But I want to love y'all like if y'all were that. But I would never say that's what y'all are because I feel like it's just too much. After being, with that for a long time, I just feel like it's just so much weight. I think, like, I know I love y'all. I love you, and I love her, and I love y'all two different ways. Because that's how, you know what I mean? You're very much different than her, and she's very much different than you. So y'all would be my go-to, like, if anything. And then, of course, Sheila and Susan and Cindy. Susan, you be my last one. I just play.
So this morning I woke up and I was thinking that I was just I don't know. Well, I told you earlier, like I don't know why. Like I know it's coming. I just don't know when. But I've been trying to work to not be home because I know it's gonna hit me, and I just don't want it to hit me while I'm home alone. So I'm kind of glad that we have a busy week. But I was laying in bed and I was just there. I had just taken a shower,
I took
and
a shower before I got here. I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you. And I was just there and I was like, I feel like I don't give you thanks for being my friend.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Because it's like you said, like I feel like I lost all my friends, I guess you could say. I lost a lot of them, like with ex-boyfriends that I've had, that they weren't okay with me being friends with them. And like, like me and you, we were off and on friends, but like Vita said, like I feel like you came like at the right time for me.
Oh my God, same thing Titi told us. Remember? Yes, I agree.
So then this morning I was just like, those my intentions were to start the podcast like thanking you for being my friend, because like when I was in Mexico, I'm like, I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to just be with her and just like drink and just laugh, because that's what I needed at that time. And in my head I'm just like, all right, like I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back. But then I got here and it's like I just want to be home. Like I don't want to do nothing. But like I knew that if I needed to, like I could call you. So me trying not to talk to you was me avoiding crying, because I knew like you were the friend I needed to cry with. And I was just avoiding that. But you're a good friend.
You're welcome. You are a good friend to me. I've told you that many times. And so I literally was thinking about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, who would I call? Like, you're the only two people that I would call.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that me and Vita don't talk every day. Like me and you, we don't talk every day. People probably think we talk every day, but we really don't.
Yeah.
Before her telling me not to talk to her.
I really cut her off and was like, don't talk to me.
But it's more like we, y'all are entrepreneurs. I'm still trying to get there. I probably could get there, but I'm not. Yeah. But anyways, but what's it called? Our schedules have been very busy this past month, so we'll see each other more.
Yeah, after all this settles down.
Yes.
But no, yeah.
Yes, thank you, and I think you're a very good friend. Just
thank you.
Yes.
I feel like every time somebody passes, I just reevaluate my whole life.
Oh
and
my
my
God.
friends and stuff.
Me too.
And it's like, I went to the fair. Oh, remember? I went to the fair. I think I told you or something. I went to the fair with my parents, and I'm just looking at my parents, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, I saw you post them.
I'd just rather be with my parents. Like, I don't know. And then I think about it, and it's like, well, I already spent time with my family. It's like, now I want to spend time with my friends. But it's like, how do I tell my friends I just want to be at home and like on the couch? Like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to like drink. Like, I literally just.
Oh, I want to drink, but we can be at your house.
Yes,
on your
we
couch.
can drink on the couch. Again, binge watching, but nothing crazy. And then we have this stuff coming up this weekend, and it's like, are we in the mood? I don't know. But now I am, because now it's like, now I do.
Yeah, even just with trying to get this episode today.
Yes.
We have been trying for more than a week or two to try to get it. Yeah. Right. Trying, we're going to do it this day. Oh, no, because you're busy and then I'm busy. And then everything that happened. And then we're like, okay, when you come back, we'll do it. Well, I can't. And then I was like, it was supposed to, whatever, tomorrow's already Wednesday, right?
Yeah, so we're posting it tomorrow.
Yeah. So it's been.
We're super behind, but we're catching up.
Yes, we'll be better. We always say we're going to be better, but whoever keeps on and following us, thank you very much.
Whoever knows us really knows
that we try every day to be great. Yes. And today we'll have a little episode, a mini episode, right? On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Yes. And then to listen to the rest, they have to come to the greatest Podbean ever.
Yes. So I posted on Instagram.
Hold on.
Can we turn these off?
No, we have. Oh, yeah, these we don't need them on them. All right. We can turn these off. And these other ones are still on. Sorry, guys. We're messing with because we're YouTubing and Podbeaming. YouTube and Podbeaming.
So we posted on Cafecito and Tecito, how do you deal with grief or grief of loss? Somebody put loud music and sing my emotions out. I feel like I would start crying.
With music, me.
Yeah.
Me is Tejano. Because I grieve also. One person that I grieve a lot too is my mom's brother. Because when I was younger, he was more Sheila's dad.
Mm-hmm.
He was more of a father figure. When we needed him, he was there. And so him, I do grieve. When it's like, when I see Sheila and we listen to Tejano, I'm like, oh, bitch, let's listen to Ramona. What does it think? It's Amor Querido or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that gets me emotional. Tejano, probably that's why I don't listen to it at all.
Yeah.
Yes, because when he passed, Domingo and a whole bunch of my uncle's friends and I played with the guitar at the service. They did From Intocable, El Amigo Que Se Fue.
Oh, that's him. Yeah.
Yes, that was done for me.
Yeah, no. Can't
Yes.
do that one.
What else did they put?
Somebody put Keep Moving. I have a love-hate for this one. Because, like, they pass, you bury them, and it's like, you have to move on. Like, life still continues on, but it's like a part of you wants that person here, but you can't have them here. But then, like, I feel bad, like, moving on without the person, if that makes sense.
Yes, because when my brother passed and my uncle passed, it was so weird watching my mom. Like I can really remember when my uncle passed, my mom was still doing like faxes, paperwork, typing, crying.
Yeah,
she was doing all of this, crying when I felt like she just needed to stop and sit in her room and just cry.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, that's when my parents had their business. So she was like typing, getting documents ready, filing, Allison, do this. And I'm looking at her and she's doing like sitting at the computer typing, bawling. Because her mind, she was sad, but she knew she had things to do.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, it's like a 50-50.
Yes.
Somebody put distance myself for a couple of days from everyone. I wish I would have listened to this. So as soon as I got back, I went straight to work, and
the next day.
Yes, so I shouldn't have. I know why I did it. I wanted to keep my mind busy, and I shouldn't have. But the client that I had that morning, which I know you listen to our podcast, thank you. But the client I had that morning, she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I was just like, "Well, what are you doing here?" And she's like, "You should have taken a whole week off." And I was like, "No, like I need to be here. Like I need to like talk to people, but not talk to people because I'm so concentrated in lashing and making sure I don't glue somebody's eye shut." So that was my way of coping.
Yeah.
With it. So
let me tell you something real quick. When my brother passed and I came back, my brother passed on the 6th of October. Domingo's cousin passed on the 7th of October. And I remember coming the same day that I came back. I think I came back like on a Thursday and a Friday, and they buried him the next day I came back, and I went to the funeral. Domingo's like, are you sure you want to go? And I was like, yeah. I remember his cousin texted me, I just want to tell you my condolences. And I told him the same. I just want to tell you my condolences. And I went to the funeral the next day when we came back. And everybody was all like, what are you doing here? I was like, trying to be great. I didn't, people were very surprised that I was there because they're like, you're here, your brother just passed, and we're all going through the same thing. And I was like, I know I'm trying not to think about it, but I don't know. I felt like I had to be here. So it was very weird. But continue.
And then I found this quote, and we just asked, like, do you agree or disagree? Time heals all wounds, grief is forever.
I think grief is forever. What do you think, Alexis? Grief is forever? I think so too. Grief is forever.
It's forever.
Yes. Because you're going to be...
I don't think it matters any situation. Like, it could be something that hurt you so bad a long time ago, and you're going to think about it one time, and you're just going to feel like, you know?
But I think, because like, there was this one, we were doing something one day, and Alexis was like, this is, what did you say? I have nostalgia, or so. She smelled something, or something was going on. And she's like, yes, I can remember my grandma doing, my mom's not passed, but it was like something that brought back memories from back in the day. And me is like the music, certain things, and it reminds me of that person. So I think I'll get sad for that little bit, and then I'll like, okay, come on, let's go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think grief is forever.
Yeah.
Grief is very much forever. I think everybody grieves very much differently. Like you said, being like, how do you say it? Like me, Sheila, Susan, and Cindy, and Titi, we go to funeral together, we'll probably be laughing. We would have to be like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. When we're supposed to be bawling because we wouldn't know how to act. Yes, no.
Whenever, right now that you said that, it came up. My friend, his brother passed not that long ago, and he had to leave, and he went to the service and stuff, and then he came back, and I remember he's like, hey, like, we're gonna do a rosary, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah. And before we walked in, I told him, I was like, hey, like, I'm really bad at this stuff. I'm really bad at this stuff. I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know. I think it's just the way I am or whatever. And he's like, no, like, you'll be fine or whatever. But I knew what his brother meant to him. So, like, I knew I couldn't laugh. I knew, like, I had to stay away from him to not. So I told him before I went inside, I was like, whatever you do, don't make eye contact with me.
Oh my God, that's me and my cousin. Don't look at me, bitch. And, do not look at me.
Whenever we were inside and like they started praying or whatever, he called me over to like stand next to him, and I was next to him. And I remember he kind of like grabbed my hand, but not really. Like, he just kind of like, I don't know, like this. Like, we weren't holding hands. Like, our hands were just like this. And whenever our hands kind of touched, naturally you're gonna look to see who's grabbing you. So I looked up and he looked up, and we both just started laughing, and everybody was just looking at us, and I felt so bad. But yeah, that was us. Oh
my God, that'd probably be us too.
Yeah, situation is horrible.
Have you ever asked any, like, your siblings or your daughter or your friend, like, how do you want to get buried? Have you ever talked about it?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so all of this happened. Saturday night was the night that we buried my grandma and stuff. That night, I think we were all just tired. The part of Mexico we were at didn't have water, so we couldn't shower.
I would have loved it.
we couldn't shower. We couldn't use the restroom.
Did that remind you of me?
So it was, I think we were hot and tired, and my brothers wanted to drink. I had one drink, but the thought of me not being able to shower and going to sleep in the hot, and I was just like, no, I can't.
So my zone.
So my dad got extremely drunk, and I have a video recording. He made me in charge of everything for his funeral.
Really?
It's recorded and everything, and he said everything he wanted. He very specific, very detailed, and he said it in front of my siblings and like my
Yeah.
mom and
Everybody that needed to hear it.
everybody that needed to hear it was there. And I hate it, but now I feel like I have this big responsibility.
With your parents?
Yes, because they basically put me in charge of everything.
But I'm pretty sure if you need help with anything, your brothers will, of course, 100% be there.
Yeah, it's just a setup, like
the detail that they asked you for.
Yes.
Those detallitos.
Very specific stuff that they want included, said, whatever the case is. They made it super specific, my dad.
Do they want to get buried here or they want to get sent back to Mexico?
They want to get buried here. I don't think I'm going to live at this house forever, but I live close to a cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents want to be
close
to me at this cemetery. But I told my parents, like, I don't think I'm going to live here like forever. But there's a cemetery close to me, so they want to be at the cemetery. They want to be together. A whole bunch of yada, yada, yadas. But we talked about it. I talked about it with Nat. She asked me what I wanted.
Yeah, what do you want?
I know it's really, really stupid, but you know how people dress in black?
Mm-hmm.
I want people to dress in white. And I know it's stupid, but...
No, I've been to a funeral where they asked us all to wear white.
Do you know how they throw dirt?
Yeah.
I don't want dirt. I want glitter.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
Yes, like, I don't know, like... And then I don't want, like, people crying, like...
Or they're going to cry whether you say not to, but still.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't want people crying. Like, I would want... I don't know. And I would want people to say, like, stories about me, but, like, good stories, not, like, fucked up stories.
No. Yeah. I want to be cremated.
Do you really?
Yes. And I want to go wherever my mom goes. Yes. So if she gets buried, my mom wants to get cremated. But she wants to have, more than likely have her service here like we did for her brother, and then cremate her, and then we'll have another service in Guatemala. But she wants to get buried with nothing but poinsettias. So my mom always says, when I pass away, I'm going to pass away in December, because December is when poinsettias come out. I was like, please don't do that. I was like, please don't do that.
Please don't do that to
But
Christmas.
she wants to get buried in what she wants to have, like, her resting place wants to be in Guatemala. Me, I was like, if I pass, I want to get cremated, and I want to have a service. And then if it so happens with everything that I've saved and money that my kids have, like, everybody knows that Alexis is in charge of my stuff. So her and Domingo are 50-50, but she's has more authority. So there's enough money for everybody to fly over there. Yeah. Because it's so expensive, but that's what I want to do. Wherever my dad wants to get buried here. They already bought my dad already bought 2 slots here in Dallas to get buried. So my dad wants to get buried because my dad believes in bodies go to the earth, and I believe, like, it's whatever you want, but that's what he wants. So, and we were talking about it a long time ago. And I was like, and if people are there that don't need to be there, yes, Alexis all like, so can I tell them? Yes. What is you doing here? Yes. You have not called me, texted me, or anything. Mr. or ma'am? No, ma'am.
Yes.
You allowed to yell at them at the service. Get the hell up out of here. Yeah. What the hell are you doing?
My mom didn't even like you.
Yes, and it'd be like those guys. My mom didn't even like you, bitch. Yeah. What are you doing here? Mm-hmm. You haven't called my mama in 10 years. Yes, I have a total list. She's like, so we can? I'm like, yes. I'm like, everybody out.
That doesn't belong there. Yes, kick them out.
Yes.
I would like to get buried with Nat, but obviously eventually she's going to get married and yada, yada, yada. But I'm not going to have no more kids. I just don't want to be alone.
Oh my. I highly doubt she'll let you be alone.
So I had told Nat, like, I would want us to be together, like, because my parents are going to be together, and then, like, I'm telling you, like...
But y'all can go buy a whole thing together.
Yeah, so whenever my dad's mom passed, she passed away 2 years ago, my parents already started buying, like, their...
Yeah, that's what my mom and dad did. Then my mom recently asked me, right now that we're gonna bury my brother. She's gonna bury him. If I wanted to buy some next to them, and I was talking to Junior, but I was like, maybe we should just buy 3. My mom said since she doesn't want to get buried here, because the intentions were just to have those plots. Because my mom said we don't know what happens. Lo que ni lo mande Dios, que something happens to one of the girls, to me, Domingo, whatever. She didn't want to be, or to my parents, she didn't want to be looking for somewhere to bury them. She's like, I want to have something. So we need to use it. We need to use it. Because even my mom's like, even if it's for one of my cousins, or God forbid anything ever happens, and she's like, I don't want to be asking people. I just want to have a spot. Aquí lo podemos enterrar. And later, if it has to be moved around, we'll move it around when the time comes. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's when she went to go look into getting him buried over there. Burying is so expensive. Like physical body is like $10,000. Just to put my brother in the ground is like over $4,000. And I'm like, God dang.
It's so expensive. So freaking expensive.
Very much expensive. But yes. All right, you want to close it off?
You can.
We're already in 50 minutes, guys. We haven't stopped yapping. But yes, so this episode, you already know it's a little sad, but not too sad. Maybe it's something that somebody always wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Or didn't think about it.
Or maybe people that haven't been in this situation and like
that. And I was just thinking, like, hopefully this brings somebody to talk about it, to like you heard me tell Alexis what I want to be done. So if I pass and you see she ain't doing it, you better tell her something. And you know what? I want Karol G's music in the background. And I want Bad Bunny in the background too. Like you can in between them. And then I want all the pictures of all the places I've been to. Everywhere.
And I want white roses, because I made that clear to my mom too. I want white roses.
I don't like roses. You can buy a lot of plants. So y'all can take them home and be like, oh, this glad I had to bring it because I can't leave it at the funeral thing. But hopefully
watch it die and be like,
oh my God, I killed it.
Dead like my mom.
What's it called? Hopefully this brings up things for other people to talk about. Like, what do you want done for yourself? Have you told anybody? I think if you don't talk about it and tell somebody, then you're going to get buried. Then you're going to be upset. Your whole soul's going to be there wandering around.
Waiting.
Be like, I told her I didn't want fucking red flowers. What the fuck? I told her white and sparkles, and I want to get I want glitter in my hole. She didn't do it. You
know what I just thought about? And then I thought it would be cute. I told her, like, oh, we'll have a movie night, whenever we were home. And I had to, because we weren't sleeping good and stuff. So, like, I had the whole week to kind of, like, come back to life. So one of those nights I was telling Dad, I'm like, oh, we should watch a Halloween movie. Stupid me. We watched Casper.
Oh, my God. We watched Casper the other night.
Worst movie to fucking watch after all this.
Did you start crying?
I was crying like a fucking loser. Like, what if we had this potion and we can just bring people
yes! Oh my God. You were just watching it the other day. Yes, like 2-3 days ago, right? Or literally just watching it.
Probably when we watched it. Sometime during the week or something like that.
Sometimes literally. Yeah. Oh my God, great minds think alike and want to be all fucking sad alike.
Let's just be sad together.
Yes. But all right, guys, thank you for tuning in. And we'll be more consistent. We always say it, but we're going to try.
We're going to try.
Yes. All right, guys, this is Allison.
This is Christina.
And we are...
share, and subscribe.
Yes. Oh, yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye.